Hello everyone, this is Diamond Matt here. Today I will be talking about why using the gunsmith is, well, not why using it, but really more of like just why the gunsmith I feel like just shouldn't be in game. Now, you might be wondering, oh well, the gunsmith should be in the game because you can create more guns and you can put on any attachments that you preferably like. And I mean, yeah, I do understand that by putting on some attachments for your weapon, it's just going to make the game more interesting. And it's basically, you're going to enjoy playing that gun that you have just created yourself from being a base weapon to a full 5, type of, attached weapon. You may think that, oh, by leveling up and doing all this work, it was just a fun time doing it. Well, on my thoughts on why the gunsmith feature shouldn't be a thing in any future Call of Duty games is really because of how it's like, well, I guess I can put it like this, of just saying that it's kind of like if you were to make, let's say you were lucky enough to just put something on the gunsmith that you've made without anyone really knowing. Like, let's just say you made some attachment, you made a gun that was pretty much able to wipe out lots of lobbies on your own, really. Well, as if you were carrying your team because of how powerful you just made your weapon. And yet, what if, the one that you've just created will never be shared across social media? What if no one else might stumble on across, the one that you have in your hands? And yet, it's just, what if not all weapons are just going to be like that one powerful weapon, let's say, that you just had some godlike attachments on to make it even better than just how it is. And yet, it just seems as if that, well, it just wouldn't do so good because it's like then they're going to have to, Activision, or I meant to say Treyarch because it's Cold War, they're going to have to just nerf that weapon to the ground and not just buff it. They're going to have to nerf, I guess, the weapon itself. So the following attachments that are on that good weapon that you have created that has dominated many matches just to be no good. Because if they were to nerf that weapon that should have not deserved the nerf, then therefore it's just going to be a weapon that no one would ever touch again, if you think about it. And then that would lead, of course, to another topic probably that I don't want to go on, just talking about how Call of Duty is nerfing and buffing the weapons. But really the main point is just me saying on why exactly the gunsmith shouldn't be a thing. Now, it's just like, if only, if they learned how to, buff or just nerf really some weapons a little bit better, like how they did with the MAC-10 in Warzone. Because, oh my gosh, was that thing able to go from short to medium ranges. But, overall, it was a good ending for the MAC-10 because if you think about it, a few weeks later in Warzone, it actually came out with a pretty good, nerf itself. Like, it wasn't that much too bad of a nerf, but it was okay. Now, I don't know, is this because we're, with Treyarch now and not with, Activision? Not Activision. Infinity Ward, that is, did the buffs and nerfs on Modern Warfare. But it's like, I'm hoping that at least, not Treyarch, but mainly, Cold War and, hold on, what was it? But yeah, I just hope Cold War weapons, they're not gonna end off just keep on going with this bad trend of just nerfing and buffing these weapons. Which is pretty much why I'm like, well, if the only way to stop doing this mess of just getting a new weapon that just immediately comes in the battle pass and it's just so overly powered and then they just nerf it to the ground, is just remove the gunsmith system. Because if you remove that system, then that's just going to cause less of most likely these type of weird gunsmith type of attachments to be put on your weapon. And therefore, it just won't cause all this mess if you think about it. And pretty much that's just a little thought on just why, it wouldn't work. And I'm pretty sure there's other reasons why I just wouldn't want gunsmith to be here. Because I just feel like it's just not gonna work out because it's like there's just this problem it will probably just work with other guns, not just because, oh, this gun just came from the battle pass, and well, they just didn't even probably test it, in its testing stages. They just set it out into the game without testing it, and they're just gonna nerf it to the ground and just leave that gun to dust so everyone can just start playing with their M4s and just, overpowered weapons. And it just makes Call of Duty just want to focus on, let's say, 2 to 3 weapons. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, right now, the most powerfulest weapon in the game would probably be, I guess, the M4A1 in Cold War. Because it's just perfectly balanced. It's just, why can't all weapons, just be perfectly balanced if you think about it? And it just brings me to say that all these reasons on weapons that just sadly have to be buffed or nerfed, just all points fingers to the gunsmith feature. Because of the type of attachments that you'll be putting on these weapons that cause them to be nerfed to the ground, or just simply because, Treyarch just doesn't test these weapons before they get released. But this is kind of why I just want the gunsmith system to be removed. But therefore, I just kind of felt like it was a cool choice at the beginning of Modern Warfare. But I guess after many months of just knowing, about after hearing about all these updates of weapons being nerfed or buffed just in so much inappropriate ways, it's just, why have it? Why do all this if they're gonna just be buffing and nerfing weapons to the ground? It's just gonna make your weapons creation that you have made and a horrible piece of mess. And pretty much, I would say, yeah, it's like the best way I can explain on why I want gunsmith to just be gone with. Because if you just use gunsmith and make some crazy weapons, it's just gonna make other players have an unfair advantage, because they probably just won't know that you're just that one lucky player that has a unique weapon, and that'll just be insanely powerful, and they're just gonna keep dying and dying like crazy until Activision just nerfs it to the ground after many reports that they have gotten to the team. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's my main reason on just why I feel like gunsmiths should be removed. Not just because of the creativity that just comes with it. No, it's really just because on how powerful you can make these weapons, and yet they're just gonna decide to just nerf it all to the ground, and just make it absolute trash or garbage, if you want to put it that way. So overall, that's just really what I think about just the gunsmith itself. And I mean, yeah, just, I could just argue about the perks and other things that just make, perhaps, I guess the guns themselves a bit bad. But, I mean, if Activision, Treyarch did make, if they made more appropriate type of changes to buffing and nerfing their weapons, then yeah, the gunsmith would have been no problem. In fact, if they did not ever decided of making the gunsmith of any of their future Call of Duty games, then I would have seen less of a problem of these overpowered weapons into the more games that I come in with. But I mean, even though I feel like most of the weapons that people create are pretty good, like the ones that I even make for my weapons themselves, it's just, I hope there's not ever a time when, someone just makes a weapon and that one person just gets such of a good advantage that yet no one else in most COD servers might not even know what this guy has on. So it's just it just won't make the game as fun if you think about it. And I feel like that's just one of the main real reasons of what makes Call of Duty Cold War just a little bit not fair if you think about it. All because of, like I said, the gunsmith system. But I mean, yeah, I guess with it, even though most of the time I just feel as if that, maybe it's not really the gunsmith system, and maybe it's just because of how the guns come out with the battle pass. I mean, sometimes, yeah, you can blame Treyarch themselves, and unlike you and the gunsmith system of what you have created, because, I mean, if you look at the MAC-10 in Battle Royale mode itself, it's like, even just with the gun that has no attachments on it, you can clearly tell that they just decided, we're just going to make this better for even medium ranges. Like, It's like they barely, it's like, in my opinion, I feel like they just barely do not enough tests for like the weapons they put in the middle of their battle royale ideas of like what to be in the battle pass. So I mean, yes, sometimes basically it's not just you and the gunsmith that cause these chaotic weapons, but sometimes, yes, it could be Treyarch themselves that just give you the weapons that are already too overpowered. But luckily, like we've seen with the Mac 10, it like a week later they just decided to just nerf it a little bit just right. So therefore, it's just the Mac 10 turned out like a pretty decent weapon overall, and it was just about right if you take a look at the weapon right now in these servers, especially like the gameplay you see in the background. So pretty much, it just seems as if that maybe the gunsmith just doesn't really bring like so much chaos to your games, and sometimes it could just be Treyarch, you know, or even sometimes it could just be like hackers that are just using these weapons, and maybe it's just because they're actually hacking and not because of the weapon. You know, there's just so many reasons on how the weapons in Call of Duty Cold War could just, you know, end off with a not too good look. But really, that's just my thoughts on why I just feel like the gunsmith shouldn't really be, I guess, a thing in Call of Duty itself. But luckily, it's an opinion, but I don't mind really dealing with it, since, like I said, I don't think my problem with it is just gonna really connect to other people, because I feel like not really like much people are gonna just have a problem where, oh, one person has these attachments on it, and yet it's so good, and we might just not know what it has on that weapon. Because, I mean, I'm sure other people can think of other creative ideas on how to solve this. But, or basically just solve on what weapon they're having on. And just by looking at it, just make some similar like attachments like that so they can just stop having just a no good weapon. But yeah, that's kind of pretty much all I really have to say about my thoughts on the gunsmith itself, on how it's been a thing since Modern Warfare. So pretty much, looks like I might as well just since like I guess I'm a bit like halfway in the video, I might as well just alright. So pretty much I am going to be talking about the new Firebase Z update for the final 6 minutes of my recording. And what I have to say about it is pretty much, well, for Firebase Zombies, I quite like the new map. Because, I mean, if you do take a nice quick look at it in this gameplay zone here, I do have to say that I do like how sometimes around the maps there's like, you know, parkour added. So now it's not just you walking around a big old road, just killing zombies, you know, just like that. It brings more of just like jump in and shoot in, you know, on the rooftops, rather than just like shooting zombies just straight on the ground floor. You know, you get some of that high top advantage. And that's pretty much a reason why I quite like it, you know, because you get a good high ground. What I also like is that, hey, we finally get a second map for zombies itself. So that's pretty good. Let me take out you real quick. And, well, pretty much, it just seems as if, another thing that I quite do enjoy of zombies is, well, it's really to say that of how, you know, bigger the map is, because there's not only, you know, just like all in one map. You can, however, for some reason, well, of course, teleport. If I was able to make it up there, it's not just like, you know, zombies and all in one map. It's actually you being able to teleport to just multiple locations like you're about to see right now. So let's do it. Here we go. Let me reload. Oh, you're already coming. And that, yeah, I see you get even a more bigger map itself. So that's what even makes this map a little bit better, if you think about it. So now I can start shooting a little bit more in farther places. And that whenever you get in trouble from a bunch of zombies, you could just come in there and you out. So that's another reason why I think Firebase Z is pretty good. But yeah, I mean, well, besides the map, and also besides on how there's teleporters themselves in the map, I do have to say that, yeah, at least in the end, Zombies is still getting some support. Besides how I feel like Warzone is just like always getting, you know, attention of just, of really just getting updates constantly and constantly. It's just such of a nice thing on how, you know, Zombies just gets new maps here and there, and just never gets left out of just COD's fan base itself, you know. So at least it's just a nice and good thing that, you know, Zombies to this day still gets new maps just like these that I have to say are pretty good. Myself, kind of just like the other Call of Duty Black Ops zombie maps that are pretty good if you ask me, in my opinion. But overall, I mean, yeah, you can't ever go wrong with Zombies. You know, I always have fun with them, and I'm just glad that, you know, we still get to enjoy Zombies with unique maps just like these. And yeah, pretty much it's just yeah, here's some cool footage of the new map that you're seeing right now. Yeah, I like how there's also, you know, quests you can do, like guarding this little unit here, a collection unit. So now I can defeat the zombies and just try to stop them and guard, you know, protect these big looking weird machines. Oh no, I got fist. Let me try to get a little AK and then shoot them up. Oh, get it. Wait, there's not enough funds. Okay, I'm at the punch one. Let me here, get a punch, and right there. Wait. Oh no. Okay, here, let me revive. Wait, I can get a kill, right? Like this, and then I'll revive, and I'll be able to get the gun, and then stop them. Wait, what? Oh no. Okay, if only there was more of a cheap weapon, I can start to survive this mess. Here, let me... There we go. Alright, now I can start shooting them up now. Yes. Oh, give me that. And let's just get them down here. Yeah. Easy. Woo, look at that. Alright, let's see what happens. Come on, let's go. Okay, looks like it just stopped spinning. And now I gotta turn on the Aether reactors. Ooh. Oh, where is that? Where's that zombie? Gotcha. Such an easy kill. Oh, let's get you. Put up this wall. Oh. Can't board it. Oh yeah, bullseye. Ooh, let me get you. Ooh, let me get you. Let me get you. Come on, come on. Oh, let me get all that loot. And get you guys. Oh no, let me reload. Oh. Okay, stop that. And let me get you guys. Yeah. And pretty much, yeah, that's some Zombies gameplay right there for y'all. So, now that y'all seen some Zombies gameplay of the new Firebase Z map, or Firebase Zombies map, it looks like I'll be ending the gameplay footage here. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.